I want to share with you my newest acquisition here, the Cheruskerreview Lapu Lapu Corto folder. It's quite a mouthful, I know, but an awful interesting knife, if I do say so. Pretty nice presentation box when I got it. I like to see that. Not just wrapped in a plastic bag, so it shows me they kind of respect their product a little bit and have some sort of thought behind it. It's quite a unique looking blade, that's for sure. G10 scales. I see the steel is a ACR 13 MOV. It's a stainless version, stainless steel pocket clip. And hopefully with the camera I can show you if you could see some of these. I'll include some high-res pictures at the end here to show some of the contours of the knife, so wait for that at the end of the video. We'll get some real close-up images. But the opening of this knife is done through what they're quoting as kinetic opening. And as you can see, it's all peaked right up here. And the idea is that you run this along somebody's arm, or the back of their arm or something like that, and catch it. And I can try and show you that on camera, but it probably won't look so good, but you get the idea. And playing around with the knife, I've been able to do this, as I'm pulling it out of my jeans pocket and just tapping it on there, or just right around the side of my hip, and getting a pretty fast deployment out of it. You notice too, it's got quite a different shape handle to where the blade sets, and somewhat reminiscent of a firearm, I guess you could say, if you wanted to say it like that. It's a real good fit, I have to say, and as you can probably see, it just goes right into the hand. And with the ramp here, I mean, you could stab all day long with this thing and never have to worry about your hand getting tired or anything. It's really equally distributed the way the grip goes. And they've put contours, which you could probably see partially, all along, all the way through here, all the way up to the top of the blade. And once it's in your hand, as long as you got your hand closed, it's not coming out. Worry about sweating or anything like that, or it being wet. I don't think it would really matter, to be quite honest with you. The locking mechanism is somewhat different, and I had some high-res shots for that too. I'll put at the end. But as you can see, right at the base of the actual blade, you can see where the liner lock goes in. Goes straight up through the center. So when it clicks, it's actually on the back, or the spine here of the knife. And you see it coming in, and it clicks in. And it's quite hidden from anything brushing up against it or anything. And I've done quite a bit of cutting chores, and I've knocked it against a few things to see if I can get it to fail. No such luck so far, and I'm usually very critical of a liner lock knife. Ever since I've used my Benchmade 710, it's really been hard to go back, but I've enjoyed holding on to this for a little while now. A couple other things too. You can see you can do other things with the knife, and flip it open like that if you wanted to. And I'd show you, but I'm a little too close to the camera. But it's also got here, it's got a depression right there, and another one right there. So if you're using the knife and you want to flip it around, you can do that. Just reach into it and bring it around. And in the heat of the moment, I can see it's pretty fast. You can get into that real quick. As far as any critiquing, I really didn't have all that much. I would, maybe as something future for them to look at, maybe they would offer something different on the belt clip options. I know they have a certain philosophy, we'll say, on how they want the knife to operate, but in my front pocket, like I'm right-handed, so as it's sitting down in, it's this way, and coming up I have to make an extra move. And with the spine of the blade like this, and the clip, if it was coming down, that would mean tip up carry. I could see myself pulling this out of the pocket and just going right into an open carry. But I know part of their knife design is to be able to use this non-lethal too. That's why all the ridges are here, so in case you ever get the chance to lock onto somebody's thumb, you can use it like this, and I'll tell you, you're not getting your hand out. Same with fingers. And if you use full arm technique, the knife is designed this way to get these holds like this, and to bring it over and use your other hand to hold on to people. And these ridges, they secure you in place. And you can turn it the other way. If you can see it here, it's real form fit. And these ridges along the butt here, could make somebody look real pretty, if you know what I mean. So it's a real interesting self-defense knife, and overall I like it. I enjoy it, and look forward to putting a beating on it and maybe doing a future video. And another thing I have to say about this has got to be the sharpest knife I've ever had shipped to me. Normally I get things that are hair sharp, and then I get some lasers, but this thing was like, I put this in the lightsaber category. I mean, this thing was just unbelievable. It kind of makes me wish I had some cigarette tissue or cigarette thin paper or something like that to do a real good test on it, but I think it would be all right. I didn't have to touch this up at all. And as you can see by the blade geometry, I mean, it's pretty clear what this knife's intention was for. It's for slicing, no doubt. I will put the dealer I got this from in the U.S. over to the right, and I'll put a live link right to the item itself. And I'll also throw in the actual maker's homepage. And I think I covered everything on this, so you got any questions, put it in the comment box, and I'd be happy to talk more about it and perhaps do a future video. Thanks a lot, guys, and look forward to the high-res pics at the end here.